Bellator 276 is going to take place next weekend, and I'm pretty much looking forward to it. There will be many fights. I will just do main card. So about the preliminary card, I will probably add on Tuesday or Thursday. More probable Thursday, as it depends on when the odds are going to be released in my state. So I will go with the main card now. The first fight I will be looking forward is the clash between JJ Wilson and Gaji Rabadanov. JJ Wilson, the Maori kid, 8'0". He is 5'11", 74 inches of reach, fighting out of Glen Eden, New Zealand. He holds notable victories over Taiwan Claxton, Sergio Debari, Pedro Carvalho, and that victory over Pedro Carvalho was kinda a surprise for me. It was a big surprise, as I didn't expect that he was gonna knock out Pedro Carvalho, that he's gonna ground and pound him. This guy is a top-notch grappler, and he holds submission victories over David Conte, Tyler Benecchia, Jorge Juarez, Mario Navarro, and quick victory over Quincy Nayan. He destroyed almost everybody along the way, and this Maori kid is extremely talented fighter, but now gonna meet Gaji Rabadanov, 5'9", 72 inches. Sorry. From what I've seen, JJ Wilson gonna have 2 inches of reach advantage, but JJ Wilson, from what I've seen, is a pretty much strong fighter. And he is good on the ground, but also Gaji Rabadanov, he countered Daniel Carey. Then at TFC, he was really good against Valery Gritsutin. And I've seen only his match against Joao Paulo Silva, and these are all the matches I've seen from this guy. I've seen that he has decent ground skills. I mean, I know that Russian fighters are extremely dominant, especially Dagestani guys, when it comes to ground game, etc. I've seen this guy is good on the ground, but JJ Wilson is also good. So, is it going to be a tough matchup for JJ Wilson? Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a very hard matchup for JJ Wilson, I can guarantee you that. But the problem with this fight is the fact that JJ Wilson will be having a hard time finishing Gaji Rabadanov on the ground, as Rabadanov offers very strong submission defense. I'm slightly favoring Wilson, but my prediction will be fight starts round 3. So, the next fight I'm looking forward is Johnny Ablin versus John Salter, and unfortunately odds haven't appeared yet at my bookie, so, that's why I'm never look the odds. I look them later. Johnny Ablin versus John Salter. Johnny Ablin, 6'1", 74 inches of reach, wrestler, excellent wrestler, and he destroyed majority of fighters via his dominant wrestling. Chancey Foxford, Mauricio Alonso, Taylor Johnson, Daniel Madrid, Travis Davis, Colin Huckbody. He dominated via wrestling, and he dominated via his powerful punches. Typical wrestler. Now gonna meet John Salter, 18'5", 6'1", 74 inches of reach, so not much of a reach advantage, disadvantage. This guy competed at grappling, and he was losing to big names like Rafael Lovato Jr., Jagar Musashi, choked out Chidin Jokuani, Andrew Capel, Costello Van Stennis, and he was better than Jason Radcliffe, he was better than Kendall Grove, Claudio Anichiarico, and against Brandon Halsey, he put up on a great performance. So, also defeated Dustin Jacoby, who was riding on a great score and who competes now at the UFC. So, many people gonna say that Salter is an underdog here. Me, I'm predicting a tough matchup for Ablin, because Salter is actually good in transitioning into ground, into triangle choke from the bottom, into arm bars from the bottom, and his back control is excellent. So this could be a problem for Ablin, because Ablin got used to being on the top of his foe. He got used to controlling his opponents, and Ablin is pretty much a guy everybody likes to watch. So I believe Bellator will try to protect Ablin, but they don't protect him with a fight like this. Man, I don't know. This is so much of a 50-50 fight. I really don't know. I think I'm gonna favor Ablin slightly. I'm giving slight advantage to Ablin, but my prediction is also fight starts round 3. So, let's see now. Phil Davis versus Julius ANGLICKAS. Phil Davis 23-6-0, 6'2", 78 inches of reach. Also another wrestler, he outworked Yoel Romero, lost to Vadim Nemkov. He was better than Lyoto Machida, Carl Albrechtson, Liam McGarry, lost to Ryan Bader. All of these were close split decisions, destroyed Linton Vassell. He is one of the most perfect wrestlers. I mean, also competed at UFC, long time vet. Maybe he is a bit older right now, 37 years of age, but he's still in a top-notch shape. Now going to meet Julius ANGLICKAS, 10-0, 6'3", 77 inches of reach. Julius ANGLICKAS lost to Vadim Nemkov via Kimura in round 4. Prior to that, he defeated Gregory Milliard, Alex Polizzi, Jordan Young, Carl Reed, Clayton York, Rashid Abdullah. He can put on a show. I mean, let's be honest. Even if the fight is 3 rounds, then I believe it could easily go the distance, because both of these guys are very well rounded and both of them can survive bombs on the feet, which we see in the case of Julius ANGLICKAS against Vadim Nemkov. He survived some real bombs, and it's very, very hard to knock out these guys. They can fight until the last dying breath. So if it's a 3-rounder, I say fight goes the distance. If I must pick a side, I would probably say Phil Davis because of the experience, but ANGLICKAS can easily win too. So let's say fight goes the distance if it's a 3-rounder. If it's 5-rounder, then I will have to give a slight advantage to Davis. And now we're going into the main event of the evening. It's the clash between Adam Boric and Mats Burnell. Mats Burnell is a BJJ grappler, grappling specialist, 16'3", 5'8", 69 inches of reach, fighting out of Denmark. He outworked Emmanuel Sanchez. He was better than Saul Rogers, Darko Banovic, Steve Amable, Dean Truman, Ahmed Villa, Lukasz Raevski. He choked out Ahmed Villa via Japanese necktie, and Ahmed Villa actually, this guy is great. He used to be my guest and a very, very respectful guy. So, got to say, he told about Mats that this guy is literally brutally good. And Mats used to be a UFC fighter. He lost to Michel Prazeres and Arnold Allen via chokes, which was a massive upset back then. And he outworked Mike Santiago, but his BJJ skills got improved more and more. And now Adam Boric, 17-1-0, 5'11", 70.5 inches of reach, which means Adam Boric will have the advantage of 1.5 inches. Adam Boric is having a great score against wrestlers, but he lost only once to Darion Caldwell, who dragged him to the ground, but he knocked out Aaron Pico, he knocked out Pat Curran, and he outworked Mike Hamill, Eric Sanchez, Jeremy Kennedy. Adam Boric is that sentence for wrestlers, but for BJJ fighters, that's tricky. He also knocked out Theodor Nikolov. Everybody who was trying to drag him to the ground, Adam Boric has that violent knee counters, and he knows to choke people out, but this is Mats Burnell, guys. Believe me, this is Mats Burnell. Matija Blažičević gave Adam Boric a hard time, but it's not that version of Adam Boric. Adam Boric is way, way better now, and I'm gonna say the fight will not go the distance. Either Mats Burnell is gonna choke him out, either Adam Boric is gonna knock him out cold. I don't see anything else coming up, so I have 4 neutral predictions, I know, but guys, this is very, very hard card to deal with, so that's how it goes. Good luck, guys, for the weekend.